So today we're going to be talking about a feature of Point that has a ton of value that not many people know about or tend to use. So first of all, it's called Pay Links, and you may not know what that is, but think of Pay Links as a payment link that is a URL. It can take customers directly to a unique checkout page to complete a purchase. So sounds really neat, right? Um, it so you're probably wondering who uses this sort of feature because it seems like a very just simplistic, straight to the point web page where you take payment. And essentially that's what it is. But some common folks and common scenarios where you see pay links being used. One, the most obvious one is they don't have a website. For whatever reason that they don't have a website in, you know, 2022 right now, that's up to them, but they don't have a website. It could be because they don't support e-commerce, they just don't have the funds to set one up, whatever the case is. That's the number one is they usually don't have a website, but they want to take payment in some way, shape, or form online. Another thing that I commonly see is businesses who tend to market to customers through text message, social media, so Facebook, anything like that. You also see people wanting to take payment online and don't want to use hardware, don't have hardware, those sort of things. Um, and also too, you might be able to identify businesses, or you are a business that has an element of unpredictability to it. So a good example would be I know an ice cream shop in the area, and they have a core menu of flavors that you can go in and you can have, but they always have a weekly rotating seasonal flavor. So this pay link would be an absolute perfect fit for that sort of business because they're probably not gonna waste their time in going to the website and changing that flavor out every single week. So Pay Link is an easy way to do that. Another thing to consider is the way some people market is they keep these exclusive flavors just for their core customers who are already a customer, they're already engaged, they want to keep them engaged by giving them product that they don't release to the public. It's also just a good way to kind of research and get feedback on if they want to release that to the public. One other thing I'll throw in before we get started and I show you how to actually set up the pay link. Paylinks is just like any other card transaction. You'll pay a processing fee whenever a customer buys something using the Paylink. So now to dive into how to set up Paylinks, and I've already set up two. You can see the tabs up here, but where you'll go in your Point dashboard is you'll basically scroll all the way down until you see online Paylinks right here. Click on that. So this brings you into the Paylinks page. Some things I want to point out before I get too far down the rabbit hole is in settings, you have the ability to change the display name here, upload your logo, and then even change the color of the button. So whatever color you want it to be, you can change it to that color. So we'll just put it for red for right now, but we're going to hop back over to this tab. You'll click create pay link and you have three different options. So you can do a fixed or custom amount here. You just tap on it, create pay link, put in the amount. So if you're a business that you do the exact same amount every single month, that does not change. In this scenario, apartment complexes would be a good one. You sign a lease and you agree upon a set amount every single month for a year, 2 years, whatever the lease term is. So you can put this in here and you can send it that way so that it can pay online. Another option are invoices for that. That way you can just send out monthly. That would actually be easier. But if you'd rather just send a custom pay link like this, you can do that as well. Then you just fill in the details. You can upload the image of the service or of the item that you're selling. Then you have your page link here. So we can either automatically generate one for you, or you can type something in, give it a custom name. Unfortunately, this will be at the beginning here, but another loop around this or loophole, you can actually just make a short URL if you don't want point.godaddy.com in there and you want to just take that out completely. You can always make a short URL to get around that. But really never a big deal. Most people don't pay attention to the URL to begin with. And then once you have this filled out, you'll create the link. So I've made two scenarios for you to kind of get a feel for how you can use this. So the first one I've created is a fundraiser. So say that you do an annual fundraiser for a charity that you care about. That option would be this one here. So the one I'm showing you is a single select list. And it allows customers to basically choose from an amount, or you can even give them the option of doing a custom amount to donate or for whatever the scenario may be. So I've created this one. You can do 5, 10, 15, 20. That's what I've set up here. The donator can put in any details they want about why they're making the purchase or just a sweet note. And then they populate their information down here and they pay the 20 bucks. Something else I really like about this that I want to mention is you can come in here and you can share a QR code. So you just hit action, you'll see download QR code. They'll scan it with their phones. This will pop up. And it's actually easier over the phone because most people have their payment information saved to their phone if they ever want to pay with their phone. So this can auto populate very quickly in, a couple of seconds. They've selected amount, payment info's in there, pay, done. This is another good use of pay links. What else I would recommend is like say that you're at a farmer's market. Farmers markets are pretty ideal. Say that you're running pretty lean, it's just you. You're selling, you're taking payment, you're doing multiple different things. This can kind of ease that and make the transactions turnover quicker if you use the QR code. And you can make multiple QR codes for different items. So say that you are only offering 3 items at a pop-up, you're a food truck, you can set these QR codes up for those 3 different items. The person would scan it, this would pop up, they'd select it, go to payment, and you don't even have to worry about taking payment because it's already done by the customer, and then you can take care of everything else. So the example I mentioned earlier about the ice cream flavors, I created one just for that. So this week, cherry swirl, you can put in as many as you want, continue to payment, pops up, populate, pay, done. So this is payments in a nutshell. It's really a great feature to have. I recommend it. I would definitely bring this up in conversations with if you're a reseller, bring it up with your merchants. If you're a merchant, I would explore the possibilities of how you can use this. You can send this link out, text message. So if part of your marketing strategy is communicating with customers via text message, or you have a very long list of customer phone numbers, this would be a great way to say, hey, I have this. If you'd like to purchase, you can include that link in there. Yeah. So this is Paylinks. Let me know if you have any questions.